hello there, YouTube. Look at this, second day of winter. It's the 22nd of December, by the way. And it's hump day, it's Wednesday. It's 47 degrees out here. Kelly says, sun comes out, I'm gonna do me some sunbathing out here. It's time to go to the creek and go swimming. It's unusual to be this warm. Kai, you hiding from the rain? Yeah, a little bit. Hiding from the wind, which is probably blasting my mics at the moment. It almost looks like the sun could pop out here for a brief moment. Anyway, welcome to Wednesday. Don't worry, this warm, comfortable weather ain't lasting long. It's about to get cold. And still chances of snow. Looks like it's gonna be Sunday through Tuesday. But then the following weekend and like all the way through next week, the following week, they can't predict that far ahead, is just snow. So this should be interesting. Crazy wet ride. Had the detour off the freeway, all kinds of stuff.
I know. Now we're late.
Yep, we are officially late.
Yes.
On that, I'll make it quick.
All right.
Have yourself a wonderful hump day.
You too, hubba.
All right. Love you. See you. Bye.
I love ya.
Bye now.
Bye.
Kind of a bummer about that bag, but it's up in BC, so it'll be here quick. Well, assuming that shipping during holiday seasons will be somewhat okay. This was what was in the bag of bolts that Ryan had. That's a lot of bolts. Most of them are screws. There's this for his trunk strap. This is a limited, so it has that little tray in the back of the older ones. There's my new left-hand taillight. This is all stuff associated with the missing left-hand bag. I don't know if I mentioned, I think I just mentioned it, but we've already shipped the old one back. And so now what we're working on is to transfer the trunk. Yeah. She don't go there no more, but I need the clip nut and the screw out of there. Look at this push pin. This thing is just blown out. The whole bubble end of it is gone. And this is the latch. And this, remember I told you where it plugged in. Essentially what it does is that when the bag is not locked, it opens that pin and says, you know what? You should probably lock your bag, buddy. It's just an angle sensor because it can tell when the clips are in there whether the bag is shut. It's very sensitive. You leave that bag slightly loose and you get the warning on the dash. Oh, I gotta show you this. Now, this is a brand new bike. It came from somewhere else, so this is nothing to do with the current owner. He just purchased this, I think it's a 16 F800 GSA. You can tell because it has the large windshield, the larger tank. You can see the bigger bulge in the tank under the seat. But look at this spaghetti factory thing. And the most interesting thing is, here's the main battery lead. Everything is underneath the battery lead. The same way with the ground. But this is what's really cool with the ground. I can literally turn that thing with my hand. And guess what? The battery's absolutely smoked in this thing. There's no life left in it. It just won't even turn on the tester. Look at this. I think there's like Scotch locks in here. Look at these cheesy. It's like he's got stacked up Scotch locks. Look at these old Radio Shack connectors. And you're gonna travel on this thing? Luckily, this guy is not putting up with this. Leave your bike alone. You know, all this stuff, you know how easy, you know how many motorcycle fires I've seen where people literally end their trip in absolute horror their motorcycle burns down, everything they own is in it because they created an electrical fire. It's a real thing on motorcycles and automobiles. It's not a joke. Don't be messing with it. But this thing's only got like 1,700 miles on it. Look at that. She's a puppy. That's probably well, obviously it's the original tires. Cool. So it's got a happy new owner now. And of course it didn't run. So I don't know if he got it from an auction or what. So we're doing get the service stuff up to date. Brake fluids and stuff like that. Oil and filter change. Starter with a known. But yeah. I actually like those BRP motors. Well, it's Rotax. BRP owns Rotax. They're not as spunky and light and everything as the new 750, 850s, but very, very, very pleasing motor. And they live forever. I mean, these things been around a while, and everyone knows they live forever. Just got to be very vigilant of checking your wheel bearings on these things, especially on this left-hand side. Every time you change the wheel, look at it very closely, or it becomes a very, very expensive repair. And months to get a wheel for it, because it destroys the whole thing. What amazes me is people don't realize that that's going on. They keep riding it. Dude, that thing, you know how much that wheel's wobbling around and the noise? I think I've shown you those in years past. We haven't seen any of them in a while because don't see these very much anymore. They reach a certain status and then people just do everything themselves on them. Pretty much all I can go on this thing until I get that saddlebag. So I got the whole trunk thing done. Lots of tucking and everything has a place, and every place has its thing. You gotta get the cables right. There's the latch installed. This is the new trunk. The latch is installed. This is just kind of hand tight because I still have to run the left saddlebag latch through there, and it gets a whole new latch. It got bent. So here's that upper latch warning thing or information that tells you whether it's open or not. That's that wire. This goes to the tail light or the license plate light. Your left turn signal. This is where the 12-volt cigarette lighter type of power supply goes in there. This will go to the speaker in the left rear. Then all these things kind of get neatly tucked and shoved in and all kind of look like that side, with the exception of no radio on this side. Just need a saddlebag. This is kind of just dangling here because that actually attaches on the inside to the saddlebag. But sitting in here, it's under no stress. So there we are. Boys, it's gonna need a bath when it's done. There's the left passenger handle and heated grip. This is the heated grip wire I was telling you about. That's all inside there. This thing is rubber in the coils. Look where somebody's done something with it too. That's really risking it. You got to use them little ties because this is soft rubber. If you rip that rubber, you can damage the heating coils. See the indentation in there? Gotta be careful with that on these. And you have to buy this whole assembly to get that heated grip. And I can promise you it is not cheap. I've seen plenty of people tie things down to that and rip that, and it's it's not pretty. It's got a new belt. If you guys remember, I did the first service in a belt. I need to grab his belt from upstairs too, so I have all of his spare parts. But some of these are just old stuff. These body panels and stuff on this left side, I can go ahead and get those on, so I'll do that in the morning. Kind of getting towards the end of the day. And there's new body panels going on. There's the stuff was kind of in a little spot. I hope that all the scratches I see are on the left-hand side, which they appear to be, which gets new plastic. There's our license plate light. I can swap that thing around, but I can't install this until I have the saddlebag. But you can see this thing's just blown apart. but that's the light. Everything's just kind of dusty. There's the brand spanking new one. The new rear fender piece. And then underneath here's the piles, just so it's out of the way. That's the piles of body plastic that's still getting replaced. All right, that'll do it for here at the shop for tonight. The old GCs. It's amazing how many people pull up and use the gas fill. They pull up to a pump like to put gas in it. They're just using it to park. Run inside, get something, come back out, car's sitting there for a while. It was sitting there, I could see it from the up on the hill there. It had been sitting there. Some old guy comes out, jumps in, drives off. Had a handful of stuff, some beer and stuff. You're too lazy to just pick a parking spot and go in there. Sometimes you do it when it's really busy and everything's all backed up. Some dude's using the gas station area as a parking spot. What's wrong with people? Ooh, look at that. Look at the lights, that's pretty. So I actually wasn't going to come out here and finish this thing tonight. I just wasn't feeling it for some reason. And then went in there and came home and sat down there and was petting Sasha for a second. Next thing I know, I wake up an hour and a half later. So, man, that's so free. That's something else. Such a simple fix. I don't know. Maybe they're supposed to. Well, I don't know. They wouldn't put a shim in there, but it was just a little tiny thing. It's thin. It just took a microscopic thing to fix it. Crazy. But anyway, let's get the wheel and stuff back on here and make this thing mobile. You never know when a brake might show up and get to go for a ride, and I need my Hemi to be ready to go if that's what I want to take. And DR says, well, what about me? All right. That's precisely why I didn't want to come out here and do this tonight. After 10 o'clock. There she is, all mounted up. Everything's all lubed. She's all happy. Everything moves nice and really nice and smooth. Everything's cool. I need to do a chain service on it. It just needs to be lubed. It's not bad enough. It needs to be cleaned or anything. But, yeah, there she is. I actually can't wait to ride it to see what the suspension is actually supposed to feel like. It just, like I said, it just progressively got stiffer. And it kept packing down, like it was too much compression, too much rebound. And it just like, as you ride along, it'd pack. And then it was just really stiff. And I thought, the last time I thought, man, is it that cold out here that the suspension is stiff? What's going on? Nope. She was just all binding up in there. But she is really happy now. No big deal. Just took a little work. Everything's all packed with grease. I don't have to worry about that for a while. It was already well greased. I just kind of reforced everything in there. Everything was great. One little small snafu. But she ain't gonna squeak no more, I can tell you that. Alright, let me grab the little woman if she's even awake in there still. Probably not. Love these Cornwell lights. This is one that doesn't have an external recharge. You got to stick it in a little station. But that's perfect for in here because I just leave it in here. It's always ready to go. All right. That's the end of the squeaky Royal Enfield rear end saga. Thanks for hanging around for this stuff. I didn't show you much today. It was just putting it back together. Nothing to it. Nothing to it. And if in the future when I do that, just take the wheel off. Because you can just slide right in there and get to everything so easy. And then, once you get the swing arm unhooked, I just had a bungee going around holding the swing arm in the air. Oh, man, it's so easy to get to everything. All right, that's it for that. I forgot that thing. It's been on out here for hours. Went in, had lunch, hung around with the little woman for a little while, or dinner as it may be. And she's been sitting there on high all this time. But jumping up and down on it, with it sitting here, oh, I don't think it's been right since day one. It was the fact that it started making noise. Whatever grease had kind of pushed out of the way started making noise, and that's what got me investigating. Thanks for speaking to me there, Himalayan, and saying, look, I've got an ailment. You just don't know it. So there we are. Simple things. Simple things. Required no computers, no special tools. Just some simple, mostly budget hand tools that I have here at home. All right, my little gals. Oh, look what he does. You like that Acura, don't you, Danny? You ready to go, boy? Come on. Come on, Danny. Last night, I forgot he was in here, and went and shut the door, and I didn't get it locked correctly, so I opened everything up. Well, I had turned the lights out. He comes flying, all of a sudden, woof, he comes flying past me. But as soon as I start to leave, he'll come out. All right. Well, hello there, YouTube. Man, it's about 10:35 or something out here. I still got a vlog to build. It's wiping me out. Yeah. That's probably why I came home, sat down for a second. Sasha came in, and loved on her for a second. I was out for about an hour and a half. Anyway, that's nice to get that done. That suspension seems so much better. You know, I was telling Kelly, I said, you know, I think about it. Mine always seems stiffer than yours for some reason, but, you know, we lowered her so long ago that, you know, you don't remember, but, you know, hindsight, you know.
Yeah, hindsight's always a good thing.
Yep. Glad to take her for a rip, see what she's like with the suspension. It was bad that last ride, and then it started squeaking, and, well, you guys know the story. But we're going to make it short and sweet, because I got a vlog to build.
Yeah.
A woman needs to get to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
The winds are coming, the rains are coming.
Yes, we better go.
It's warm, though. It's like 47. It's freakishly warm out here.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's cold.
All right. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. The eve of Christmas Eve. The eve of Christmas.
The eve.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And you guys have an amazing Thursday or Friday.
Heck yeah. Till the morning.
Yep, we will see you in the morning.
Yeah, we will do that. All right. Thanks for watching now.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Bye.